the crash cymbal, how to play it and when to use it. My name's Chad Peters, and welcome to the Xgroove. The crash cymbal is almost always played together with the kick drum, like this. It's got a nice big boom sound and it's very powerful. If I play the crash cymbal without the kick drum, like this, it's not as powerful and has more of a swish sound. So, when do we play the crash cymbal? The crash cymbal is most commonly used to signify the beginning of a section of music, whether it's the beginning of the song itself or the beginning of a verse or a chorus. And if you stick around for the lesson challenge, I'll show you a second way to play the crash cymbal. So when you're ready, let's get to our exercises. For the exercises in this lesson, we're going to use beat 1 from my 4 essential drum beats lesson. If you haven't checked out that video yet, feel free to click the link above. Otherwise, let's look at the beat at the bottom of the screen. We're going to look at beat 1 of the very first measure. We're going to change that hi-hat to a crash cymbal. The crash cymbal is just above the staff, still utilizing the X with a line through it this time. Now, for exercise 1, we're going to overplay the crash cymbal. We're going to play it on beat 1 of all 4 measures, like this. And we're doing this to develop a muscle memory so that we're not thinking about moving between the hi-hat and the crash cymbal. Let's check it out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Awesome. And just like before when we ended on that 1 on the hi-hat, now we're going to end on the 1 on that crash cymbal for a nice powerful ending. So if you're ready, let's check out exercise 2. For our second exercise, we're going to go from playing the crash cymbal on all 4 measures to only playing it every other measure. So we're going to play it on measure 1 and measure 3, only slightly overplaying the crash cymbal this time. Let's check it out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Really cool. Spreading that crash cymbal out a little bit gives it more emphasis. This is the less is more motto. When you use something less, it has more emphasis when you finally do use it. So if that was simple enough for you, let's check out exercise 3. All right, our third exercise, and you've probably guessed it, we're going to spread the crash cymbal out to every 4 measures. This is the common approach to the crash cymbal and helps you keep track of groupings of 4 measures. That's because most common music is divided into groupings of 4 measures. So for exercise 3, we're going to play for 8 measures, and I want you to focus on that grouping of 4. Let's check it out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice, I love it. Notice how prominent that crash cymbal was when you only brought it in every 4 measures. It was very powerful. Now, let's get to our lesson challenge. I'm very excited for the lesson challenge today because it is one of my favorite ways to utilize the crash cymbal. We're going to play it together with the snare drum for a strong attack sound, like this. And we're going to use this to set up the crash cymbal on beat 1. So, let's look at the beat at the bottom of the screen. On beat 1 of measure 1, we have our crash cymbal with the kick. On beat 4 of measure 4, now we have our crash and snare combo. And we're going to play it as a quarter note to allow that cymbal to breathe before we come back to beat 1. We're going to play this for 8 measures again, and I want you to focus on that grouping of 4. Let's check it out. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, I hope you enjoyed your drum lesson today. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.